For my international experience, I want to talk about my trip to Poland last summer. It actually started off really sad because we only went for my grandfather's funeral, and he and my dad were really close. And we ended up staying for the summer with my aunt because she was nice enough to let us. And it was an amazing experience. Like, I always thought we had like a lot of Polish traditions, but living there is really completely different because like the culture is everywhere, and it was amazing. I had so much fun there. My aunt lived in Krakow, so we stayed with her for just over a month, and it's a really big city, so we got to see so much, and it's also really old, so there's a lot of history attached to it. Like, they have this giant cemetery, it's called Rakowicki Cemetery, and it's the cemetery for like 7 different districts, so there's like all these historical and political figures there, so a lot of the gravestones, they're like not what you think of in America. They're not like squares or like, round. But they have like sculptures and like carvings and all this. Like, almost every grave has something different about it. And there's also flowers everywhere because it's a major tourist attraction. So it was really interesting to walk through there. It is huge too, so it took us like at least 2 hours, and I don't even think we saw all of it. After the museums, we also went to like the Plac Nowy, which I think is like probably the best place to really experience Polish culture because it's this massive like outdoor market and bazaar, and so like there's so many people there, and like there's so much going on, and it was also tourist season, so like the square was packed. There were so many people there, and it was like really interesting to see all those interactions because my Polish is very rusty, but I learned the most probably in there just like listening to conversations, which sounds bad. But after that, we spent about 3 weeks with one of my other relatives just outside Zakopane. And Zakopane is a resort town. It's like, I was going to say an impressive place, but like the town itself is normal. The only thing that's like really great about Zakopane is that it gives you access to the Tatra National Forest. And that place is beautiful. Like, I can't really like express to you what it's like being there because like everything is so green and like it's just all so picturesque, I guess. So we spent like 3 weeks basically like hiking and rock climbing and swimming a lot. I actually went spelunking, which I really had never thought would be a thing I would do until we were there. This picture is actually from the Kasprawy Peak, which is one of the highest peaks on the mountain. Like, I don't think it's the highest because that one, like the highest peak goes to almost 3,000 feet up in the air, like, yeah. And so we did not go up there. But just like playing around in that forest was amazing. Like, that's probably one of my most favorite places now. But besides that, we went to like a lot of the major tourist attractions too, just to kind of like, see what's up because they're popular for a reason. And we went to the Wolitska salt mines, and that place is like really impressive, not just because like the salt mines are really old, but like the tunnels run so deep that they like went in and they've basically excavated a little like town down there. Like, if people wanted to live there, they could do it very comfortably. Like, they've got electricity in there, and because they have like such easy access to the salt crystals, a lot of stuff is made out of salt down there. They have a chapel, and in it they've got a Virgin Mary, a crucifix, and a statue of the first pope, all made out of crystal. And they have chandeliers too, also all made out of crystal. Like, the place is just really impressive. I got lost in there twice. And because I thought it was so cool, I bought these little like eggs in the gift shop because they're made out of the Wolitska salt, and they're really cool. I don't know why this happened, but like if you hold it up to the light, it's like deep orange in the center, and then like the colors change until you get to the outside and it's blue. And I just thought they were really cool, so I bought 3. I still think they're really cool, and I stand by that purchase. But after that, I think like the most poignant place, because like it had such an impact on Polish history, was the museum at Auschwitz and Birkenau. And after going there, like, the Holocaust happened, but like seeing where it happened and like what happened there is like totally different. So I was already like blown away by that, but then like my grandma, we were talking about like our family history and our heritage and all that, and she showed us our family tree, and like I knew that I lost relatives in the Holocaust. Like, obviously we lived in Poland and we're Jewish, yeah, but like she has a family tree, so like exactly who died in concentration camps or like during the war. And it was like, I thought really eye-opening, and it made me really sad, but like I think it's important to know stuff like that, to like know what happens to your family and like how you ended up where you did. So it was like really educational. And it was also really sad. That part, actually, I probably cried more than I should have. Not proud of that, though. Okay, so even though our reason for going was like really sad, I had so much fun during that trip, and I feel like I learned a lot just like about my family and like my relatives. It was so nice to get to meet them, but like also about Polish culture as a whole, because like I said, we have our traditions, and I thought that was like pretty close, but like it's totally different really being there. And so like after I was back, I was really sad for a little bit because I just kind of wanted to stay in Poland where like everything is amazing and I can go hiking every day, and it's really so pretty there.